ready for this? 'Cause I make
Voices of Victory Podcast Show. Voices of Victory. Voices of Victory. Voices of Victory. Voices of Victory Podcast Show.
There's now time for the Voices of Victory Podcast Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mario Delia.
Welcome to Voices of Victory. My name is Mario DeLeone, where we explore on this podcast vision, leadership, and self-esteem in all its dynamic glory. And I'm Mario DeLeone, your host, your guide, your occasional philosopher, and I'm excited to talk about the topic of cutting down the tallest poppy with you today. So what does cutting down the tallest poppy even mean? Why do we give a shit? Why do we care? Well, it's a phrase that originated in ancient Rome, where it symbolized removing those who stood out above all the rest. Today, it represents undermining or throwing tomatoes at individuals who achieve greatness and stand apart from the rest of the group. It means standing out meets sabotage. Why is understanding this so important? Well, when we recognize this dynamic, it becomes important to your own leadership journey. By you understanding what it is, we can avoid fostering that kind of environment where people are going to cut each other down. We can create a culture that celebrates growth and success and supports your team. So what assumptions drive this very behavior? Well, assumptions like successful people are arrogant because they threaten the group's unity, or it's unfair of them to succeed more, or they must be lucky, because these beliefs typically come from personal insecurities, jealousy, or societal norms. So, that being said, when you have high-performing people, high-performing employees, they could be undermined by peers. And on social media, we see it all the time. Public figures and influences are always up for criticism in regards to their success. Leaders like Galileo and innovators like him, they were challenged. Their status quo was challenged. They were targeted for standing out. So how can leaders navigate environments like this? Well, for one, we foster collaboration and celebrate achievements. We openly reduce jealousy when we help others succeed as well. We encourage open communication, team building, and leading with humility. That's the key. You want the secret sauce in one word? Humility. But what are the consequences if this persists? When this goes unchecked, innovation and motivation decline, and people feel unsafe to even share anything. Teams become stagnant, and people are unwilling to take risks or even to try to shine. See, people are afraid to shine because of the fact that it revolves around being vulnerable. And some people have trauma wrapped around authority. Why do some people resent authority? Well, resentment towards authority can actually stem from their adolescence, having experiences like an over-controlling caregiver who restricted and robbed them of their independence, robbed them of their voice. And this can create long-lasting aversion to authority figures or structures. So how does this affect personal leadership? Well, resenting authority can block you from stepping into your own power and learning from a functional leader. By working through these feelings, you can take ownership of your life, lead your relationships, lead your health, and embrace your own sovereignty. Sovereignty meaning ruling over your life, your story, your narratives. So the closing takeaway, with some humor, is leadership isn't about avoiding the guillotine. Okay? It's about climbing up the ladder, but helping other people climb as well. So, thank you for listening to the Voices of Victory. And don't forget to subscribe and listen to the next episode that's always one step away. And don't forget, victory is right around the corner. And keep in mind, strength, leadership, and boundaries. And I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.